it up.
Okay, so everyone ready? Put on your good listening faces, and Daniel, whenever you feel ready to begin, you may.
Okay. So it's about putting one foot in front of the other. The person we're gonna be talking about is David Goggin. He's a runner, speaker, and had a major weight loss journey of 125 pounds. The reason I know about him is because I dealt with a lot of trouble my freshman year, because running track and trying to go to school is hard. And you need to learn about yourself, and you learn about training, and go through your own little journey individually. He's an underdog, as you can see, and he didn't have an easy life. The way he relates to you is because the things I've used to be successful in school and in my sport, I learned from people like him. People like him are who I look up to. Me and him, we both didn't have a father. My father died at 3 when I was 3, from service-related reasons. Yeah. He didn't have a father either, so we both had to guide ourselves through life. And that's what I think you should do too. His early life was real simple. He had an abusive father that used to beat him, and he grew up in New York. Eventually, he escaped this and moved to Indiana, but he suffered from a lot of racism. It would be slurs on his bags, and it would be all sorts of things that would be happening to him, and it was really sad. He wrote about this in his book called Can't Hurt Me. It talks about his early life, you know, his weight loss journey, and some other things I'm gonna talk about. So, after he graduated, or matter of fact, before he graduated, I'm gonna tell y'all something about me y'all probably didn't know. I had speech problems. Like, I was in speech class until middle school. Like, I was nonverbal till I was around 3 or 4. Like, I wasn't speaking at all. He had dyslexia, so he had all these challenges to overcome that we could all look at and feel motivation about. Now, after high school, when he graduated, he joined the Air Force. After joining the Air Force, he served 4 years. After he served those 4 years, he gained 125 pounds. And after getting out of the force, this is what he looked like. He was an exterminator, he was 300 pounds, and he was fat, ugly, and he didn't like himself. He talks about this a lot in his speeches and interviews, that he was in a bad place in his life. But he wanted to be a Navy SEAL, so they gave him 3 months to get ready because of his age, and he dropped 125 pounds. If he could do it, anyone could do it, okay? Being in shape, being healthy, it's a choice you make, and he did it by putting one foot in front of the other. By training on the bike, by training on running, swimming, recovery, he did all these things that we could all do. This is important for me because I'm a runner, and you have to stay in shape, you have to be mentally sharp. After he lost the weight, joined the Navy SEALs, he did 3 tours, he served his country, but when he was done in the Navy, he wasn't done with the military. He did a lot of things to advocate for veterans. I don't think veterans get enough attention. My grandfather was a veteran, my dad, and it's like, it affects so many people besides that one person that went to war. You know, it affects their family. Because I didn't grow without a father because of things that could have been avoided through the military, and people die, and it's something that needs to be talked about more. To advocate for this, he did 4,000 pull-ups in 24 hours to break the world record, all to advocate and raise money for veterans. After he finished his tour and he was done with the military, he became an ultramarathoner. This is where I learned a lot from him. In ultramarathon running, you're running between 25 miles to 300 miles in one race. I used to run distance running, and it's a lot you can take away from that if you want to become better, you know, in all areas, because it takes a lot of consistency, it takes a lot of love and dedication. Okay, after becoming an ultramarathoner, he decided to start writing books. He wrote a book called I Can't Hurt Me, and it became a New York Times bestseller. The main thing I want y'all to get from this is, he did all this, but the reason I know him and I'm talking about him is because he wrote a book. He wrote the book, and he was a speaker. So he conveyed his message to people, and that's how he affected millions of lives. It's all about putting one foot in front of the other. And that's what I want y'all to get from this and understand about life and sports and just who I am. It's not easy, but it's well worth it. Thank y'all for listening.
Time?
5 minutes, 30 seconds.